Mr. Parkins, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Reed.
Good morning, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, what's going on?
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Mr. Yancey, good morning.
Good morning.
Good job yesterday, Mr.
Now, I was
Yancey.
going to say thanks for your help yesterday.
Good job yesterday.
Thanks for helping me get to the
I
truth
didn't
yesterday.
mean to be pushy.
No,
I didn't mean to be pushy.
no, you helped me get to the truth yesterday.
I got Mr. Stitt in the courtroom, Jesse. I'm gonna have him go in the breakout room with you or Mr. Fikens. He got a question about his license or whatever. He trying to get his license back, but he got to get his birth certificate or something. But they asking for a letter or something. So I told him I'll let him talk to y'all. So after I'm gonna go downstairs and set up the breakout room so he can talk to one of y'all.
You bet. Thanks.
Okay.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as the presiding judge on this morning for our Veterans Treatment Court docket. Good morning to all of our veterans. So happy to see you. Turn on your screen so I can know that you're here and that you're ready to go. All right, while they are doing that, if Ms. Wilson, you could make sure I get host capabilities, that would be great. No. All right. We are going to start by having the attorneys place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse
Good
Reed,
morning.
Veterans Court Defense Attorney, Drug Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, and good morning again.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted.
Thank you.
And good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Counsel, and I would make a similar motion.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Fikens. Your motion is granted. From the attorneys, are there any preliminary matters?
No, Judge, not at this time. Thank you.
Mr. Fikens, nothing?
No, I'm sorry, Your Honor, nothing.
All right, very good. Let's go to case manager, Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin, Drug Court Case Manager on behalf of the Probation Department.
All right, good morning, Mr. Griffin. Do you have any preliminary matters before we get started?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Kusheri, your appearance.
Good morning, Honorable Judge. Daniel Kusheri, Veterans Justice Outreach Coordinator with Detroit VA.
All right, good morning, Mr. Kusheri.
Good morning.
And then we have Mr. Parker.
Good morning. I'm sorry. Good morning, Your Honor. Jimmy Parker, Veterans Treatment Court Mentor.
All right, wonderful. Good morning to you. Good morning, Mr. Yancey.
Good morning. How are you?
I am well, thank you. Your appearance?
Yes, Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Yancey. We are ready to get started. Mr. Griffin, Mr. Yancey, any preliminary matters for my consideration?
No, Your Honor, I just, Mr. Stiss is here, and after he finishes his thing, I want him to go into a breakout room with Mr. Fikers or Mr. Reed to talk about his license. He had a question about his license.
All right. Very good. Good morning, Mr. Stitt is in the courtroom on this morning. Good morning, Mr. Stitt. Good to see you in person. You did what?
I've been trying to talk to you.
You've been trying to talk to me?
Yes.
About what?
The Zoom thing is not working. I didn't even get a chance to talk to you twice.
I know you had a bad connection.
And it's still bad at this job.
It is.
Yeah, that's what I hear now.
All right, well, we're gonna get you squared away this morning. Come on up to the podium. That way you can go in the back, talk with the attorneys and get to work, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. I'm gonna call Mr. Stitt's case at this time. I have case number 05-37452. Mr. Stitt, state your full name for me.
Willard Allen Stitt.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm glad you are here on this morning. How have things been going? We've had a holiday. I haven't seen you for a while.
It's basically still my life still the same. I work and I just go home.
Okay, but I thought last time we talked about doing some social activities and you were gonna get a movie gift card and go to the movies.
Believe it or not, I do my own little movies at home. I watch James Cagney, Edward G. Robinson, Humphrey Bogart. During this last holiday weekend, the 3-day weekend, it was just like a gangster marathon for me.
Oh, my goodness. All right. All right. So did you do anything else special for the holiday?
Nothing really, no.
No? Okay. All right. Are you having any difficulties with anything?
Just the, abstract of conviction and a notice of a vindication from you to send to the state. I went down to the Secretary of State, and that's what the man spoke to me at that.
Okay, so this morning you're gonna speak with the attorneys, and then Mr. Griffin, we're gonna make sure that whatever he needs, that we get that to him today while he's here, so he doesn't have to come back. And so he can be on his way with getting his license.
Yep. The only other thing, Your Honor, he in the process of getting his birth certificate. So he's applying for that also. He needs his birth certificate.
Oh,
Because he had never had he only had a permit. He never had an active license. So he got to take the written test, the road test, but he needs his birth certificate to get started.
all right. So have so that's something you got to do that. Are you getting that done?
I was trying, I'm just like 4 phone calls from the secretary, the clerk at work, and it's just frustrating. I look at the phone, I miss the call, and I call again, you put me on hold for an hour, I'm working.
Right, but while you're down here, is there still a place where you can go? I know there used to be the Office of Vital Statistics where you could go and get a certified copy of your birth certificate. Does anyone know if that still exists?
It used to be on the paper. I got it right there.
I know it's a place on Temple. I don't know if it's still there.
That's what it used to be.
Where, the 10th floor?
On Temple, the
Oh.
street Temple.
On Temple.
Yeah.
Can you see what's the name of the building is? Miss Mack said there used to be a place on Temple.
Was
So-
Mr. Judge, if I may, was Mr. Stitt born in Michigan? Was he born in Michigan?
Yes, I was born in Detroit. Yes.
Yes, in Detroit. Okay, so let's see if we can help you with that. But you need to get that birth certificate because there's not much you can do without it, right? In this process. All right. Tell me something, Mr. Stitz,
Yes, ma'am.
that you have learned since the last time I've seen you.
I've learned patience, I've learned concern for others. I've learned really not to, look down on some others that go behind the party mode.
That go, I'm sorry, not to look down on others that go beyond the party mode.
Yes, I live in the neighborhood, sometimes it's unbelievable to me. I see 500-600 people out there at one time. I asked myself one time, I'm like, I wonder how many of them are gonna drop tomorrow.
Oh.
I'm serious, Your Honor.
Hopefully none of them are dropping for Judge Holmes, because they're gonna have a problem.
They probably did. I mean, it was too many people for me to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, to go get coffee, and they're having a barbecue, this and that, there's liquor bottles right in front of the gas station store to get my coffee, and I'm proud that I like that, all of it. And then I look back, I'm like, I wonder how many people are gonna have to drop like me tomorrow.
Yeah,
And it's sad because I know the odds are there's somebody in there.
yeah, absolutely. And how many people drove away from that party after drinking?
It amazes me, and I really thank God that I don't participate with them.
Yes, do something different.
Yeah, do something different. I want
something
to watch a black and white gangster movie.
There you go. Went home and watched the gangster. I see the officer was over there. He could identify with all the folks you named. I think you lost me after Charleston Heston, and
Edwin T. Robinson.
I'm like, okay, I'm lost.
I still watch a lot of army movies too. I watched the River Kwai with the British and the Australians, the Americans, trying to take the bread from the Germans. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's better than sitting in the crowd getting hot.
Absolutely. There you go, Mr. Stitt. You get it. You get it. All right. Let me hear from Mr. Yancey. Mr. Yancey, are you updating on Mr. Stitt or Mr. Griffin?
I'm gonna let Mr. Griffin do it today.
This is my case.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, this
Yeah.
shows, okay. I hear you.
Yeah, Mr. Stitt
There
is
you
my
go.
fine, Your Honor. Mr. Stitt is in phase 3. He's been with us. He had a 12-month contract. He's been with us since August. So we'll be looking at a graduation date pretty soon. He has completed all conditions. Like I said, he just having trouble with his license. So I would like for him to talk to the attorney because they.
Uh-oh. Mr. Griffin, we can't hear you.
Okay, it went out, it came back.
Okay.
So his main concern, only obstacle at this point, Your Honor, is getting his license back. So he know he had to get a birth certificate. He has a form that he showed me where, so he kind of know how to do it, but just he said he couldn't get an appointment till December. So we're trying to see if he can get something quicker than that. That's what they told him. So we're trying to see if we can do something a little faster. So he has had contact with the place where you get the birth certificate from. But other than that, testing and everything else are fine, employed, no problems with Mr. Stitt at this time, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens?
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Reed, if you're, I think Mr. Reed's having technical difficulties. Mr. Stitt, I'll be talking to you soon, but you've done a good job. You're in the home stretch, my friend. Keep up the great work. We are proud of you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yes, sir,
All
Mr.
right.
Stitt, keep up the good work. Thank
Okay.
you, Judge.
You're welcome.
All right, Mr. Reed, you got it in. All right. Who is going to go in the breakout room with Mr. Stitt?
I'll do that, Judge.
All right, very good. So before he walks over to the conference room, I need the next dates for Mr. Stitt. Mr. Griffin, what's his next date? Oh,
October the 4th.
all right. It will be October 4th at 10.
I'm gonna do it because I think he's gonna be in the process. Be ready to graduate because he completed everything.
All right.
So at 8:35 on October 4th.
All right, October 4th at 8:35. And then Mr. Griffin, let's make sure we run it. Nothing outstanding for him. Hopefully he'll have his license by then. Let's really work with him to see if he can get that license.
Okay.
Okay? All right, very good. Before Mr. Stitt leaves the podium, I need everybody to join me in thanking Mr. Stitt for his service to this country. Thank you, Mr. Stitt. You are awesome. Thank you. All right. What you want to say? Mr. Parker, can he sit here? Mr. Stitt, what you want to say about Mr. Stitt?
Well, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Stitt, he's very, I love talking to him. He's always, we're always communicating, and he's always calling and keeping me informed of what's going on with him. And we just, we start off talking and end up talking for a while. So it's just, he's doing very well, Your Honor. He's doing very well. I appreciate the fact that he lets me know if I don't call him, he'll call me, and we'll talk for a while. And he's just doing great. Mr. Stitt, I hope that you're able to get your license soon, and keep on going forward. He's in compliance. He makes, if something comes up, it concerns him so much that he'll talk to me about it, and he say, I called this one, I called that one, and maybe you can do something. And so he's very adamant in what he's doing, Your Honor. And I just want to congratulate him for coming this far and just doing what he have to do to complete the program. And so keep up the good work, Mr. Stitt. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Yes, sir. He wanted to make sure you saw him and heard him, Mr. Parker. Mr. Kusheri, you didn't have anything to report out as to Mr. Stitt, did you?
No, Judge, Mr. Stitt, I just want to congratulate you on a good report. You should be so proud of yourself for all the hard work that you've done. You are almost ready to graduate. I did text you some information about getting your birth certificate. Reach out to me if you have any questions or if there's anything that you think I can help you with. And I hope that I see you soon.
All right. He said, thank you, Mr. Kusheri. All right, Mr. Stitt, they're going to put you in that conference room so you can talk to the attorneys, and then you'll meet with Mr. Griffin, or you'll come back to court on October 4th. Okay. Okay. I love you too. He's so sweet. All right. Mr. Stitt, so happy to be here. He don't know what to do with himself. Y'all should see him. I wish we could see him. All right. Let's go to Mr. Richardson. Mr. Richardson, you ready? Let me have you unmute. Uh-oh, I accidentally muted you. I was asking you to unmute. There you go.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm blessed this morning. How about you?
I am blessed as well. Mr. Richardson, where are you this morning?
I'm at Lake Ridge, Your Honor.
All right. What you still doing at Lake Ridge?
Well, because I wanted to hear from your mouth, Your Honor. I wanted you to say, well, you are to be kicked out of Lake Ridge.
Now, any other time, they just do what they want to do, Mr. Reed, and they wait for me on the back end. Today, he want to hear from my mouth.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, let me hear from your mouth. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. I surrender.
You surrender. I have it written down.
Ma'am?
I have it written down. Mr. Richardson, are you ready to go back to your neighborhood and do something different?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, and are you committed to staying connected to resources that can help you to do something different?
Yes, ma'am, that's part of my outpatient program.
All right.
To stay connected.
Very good. Stay connected is the connection. Who you are connected to will make a difference in where you go in life. Just remember that. Who you are connected to. Yes, sir.
Mr. Williams and Mr. Johnson.
Okay. All right. Because you start plugging into some other sources that are not good connections, you're going to fizzle out, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to blow a socket.
I surrender, you Honor.
All right. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let me hear from Mr. Yancey. Let Mr. Yancey tell me what's going on, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. So I did do a home visit with Mr. Richardson. I did that on September 6th, Your Honor, the last time we were on Zoom. So so that went really well. I think Mr. Richardson and myself I think appreciate each other a little bit better once we saw each other face to face.
Right.
So I think his environment is conducive to sobriety. You know, there's no reason why he can't continue on the path that he's on at this time. And Mr. Williams has a nice program set up for him regarding Lake Ridge. So I think Mr. Richardson is in a good spot right now. I think he's more serious than he was, or a little bit more grounded. and a little bit and a lot more ready to take his journey long term, Your Honor, regarding sobriety.
All right. And so you don't have any recommendations? Do you have any recommendations as to Mr. Richardson for his return date to his home?
Your Honor, I would recommend he can I would believe he could return this week to his home.
Okay.
I don't have a particular date. I just want to make sure he's set up for screening if you want him to do third-party screening as well as screening with Lake
He must
Ridge.
do. Yeah.
So I can make sure that that's set up within 24 hours as far as independent screening. And other than that, that's the only holdup for him returning, to my knowledge, to his residence.
And then Mr. Yancey, what will his continuum of care look like?
He would be going to Lake Ridge twice a week for outpatient, and he would also be doing a meeting, I believe an NA meeting once a week with Lake Ridge, and all those would be weekly, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Did you hear that, Mr. Richardson?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I thought it was 3 times, not 2. I thought it was Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Okay.
Well,
let's do 3.
Yeah, I didn't know the
Go ahead.
days of the week. I'm sorry to interrupt, Your Honor. I didn't know the days. I didn't know the days of the week. I know it was 3 interactions with Lake Ridge, be it outpatient,
Right.
or meetings or groups with them. So I said it was 3 times. I might have mixed up what you were doing, but it's 3 interactions a week, Your Honor, with Lake Ridge.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Very, very good. All right.
I'm having fun,
Mr.
Your Honor.
There you go. Good fun. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm learning how
sir.
to have fun without drugs and alcohol.
Yes, sir. And so that's why we want you to stay connected to Lake Ridge so you can get acclimated into some socializing without drugs and alcohol.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
want you to have fun. We just want you to be safe and have fun. We want you to be clean and sober and have fun.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes,
right.
indeed.
And so you are I am releasing you to go home this week.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not giving a specific date. So you may get with Mr. Williams, make sure you transition out, the right
Yes,
way.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And then you are to immediately start your outpatient treatment. And you must attend the NA meeting there as well.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And then you're going to have to test. Mr. Yancey, we'll pay for some tests for the first 2 weeks, because then once you get on your feet, get settled, you'll have to pay for your testing. You'll test with us, and then if Lake Ridge has protocol to test for outpatient, you must test with Lake Ridge, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, very good. And that screening will be, when you go to Lake Ridge, Mr. Yancey, will he test every time he goes to Lake Ridge?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor. So he'll be testing
All right.
3 times at Lake Ridge a week. So I don't know how many more times you want him to test
All right.
independently.
I would just do 1 time weekly, random, with our third party person.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then, now if he missed that Lake Ridge, that's gonna be a problem, because I'm counting on some of those Lake Ridge tests to help us stay on track, okay?
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, Mr. Richardson?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
You said
All
you
right.
said I have to go where to test other
I
than
didn't
Lake
hear you.
Ridge.
To
I have to
Jams.
go where to.
I think you've tested before at Jams at one point. So I'm gonna set you back up for Jams screenings. Are you familiar with Jams? I believe you have
Yes,
gone
sir.
before. Okay, so I'm gonna set you up back at Jams for screenings. It'll be random. So
Yes, sir.
okay.
That's besides the 3 I do here at Lake Ridge.
Correct. Yes.
All right, very good. All right. Mr. Kusheri, do you have anything for Mr. Richardson? And then I'll hear from Mr. Parker.
No, Judge. Mr. Richardson, I just want to congratulate you on your return to home. I know that you've worked so hard to go back to your independent dwelling. You've proven yourself that you're committed to your sobriety. I wish you all the best. I know that you're going to do great. Congratulations. I hope that your transition back home is easy and fast.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I apologize. I missed you with Mr. Yancey. You went to my children's mother's house.
No.
And that's what he had told me. You must have went there because
no worries, Mr. Richardson. Sorry to I'm so sorry to interrupt. I was not with Mr. Yancey. I know that you've been working with Jadana Young. Ms. Young has been helping.
Right. She came.
So, as far as the VA is concerned, we know where you live and we know where you're staying and we're all good.
Yeah.
So no apologies.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. So listen, I want to check in on Mr. Richardson. Mr. Parker, let me hear from you first before I say what I want to say.
Thank you again, Yana. Mr. Richardson, first of all, he's on his way. Congratulations, Mr. Richardson. It seems like a long time, when you have to go through these things, but patience gets you there, and it might not get you there fast, but it'll get you there better. And so I just want to congratulate you, man. We're just waiting for that day that you graduate from the program. But keep on doing what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah, we're dealing with that wonderful lady there, Miss Holmes. Then soften this old stiff neck up a little bit.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Show me.
Surrender.
All right.
You're in good hands. You're in good hands.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Richardson, good report. Congratulations on going home. Continue to work the program. It's so important that you follow the court's orders. I heard you say you surrendered, and that's a good thing to surrender. Keep up the good work, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Mr. Feigens, unmute if you wanted to say something. I'm not sure if you did.
Sorry, Judge, I just got back from the breakout room, so I don't know.
Okay. No, I thought I saw you about to say something. All right. Well, just so you know, Mr. Richardson is going home this week. And yes, and we're counting on him to do everything that he is supposed to do. All right.
Proud of you, Mr. Richardson.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
As am I. All right. We can bring him back. Bye-bye, Mr. Stitt. Take care. All right. I am going to bring him back. I want to let me have you do a face-to-face with him on the 20th. Can you do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's do that. But I may have him just pop on for a second, just so I can see his face, and then you can do your face-to-face. How about that?
Okay.
All right, so I'll schedule him for September 20th, 2022. I'll still put him on for the 8:35 a.m.
Yes.
And then Mr. Yancey, once I see his face and I know he's good and I haven't heard any complaints, we'll just put his next date on the record and let him go.
That sounds great, Your Honor.
All right.
What's the date on that, Your Honor?
September 20th. That's next week, Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay.
That's at 8:30.
8:35. Come on and join us. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. I need everybody to join me in thanking Mr. Richardson for his service. Thank you so much, Mr. Richardson. We appreciate you. We celebrate you today for taking the hard steps to get on track and to stay in recovery. And I want to just let you know, we're here for you. We're here for you. Remember that your program is not going to stop because you go home. As a matter of fact, you're going to keep going immediately.
Yes, ma'am.
No breaks.
No breaks.
Okay?
No breaks.
All right. I'll see your face next week, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
All
you
right,
so
very
much, Your
good.
Honor.
All right, take care. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. And I don't even know if I put Mr. Richardson case numbers on the record, but they are SP 106-06801, case number 200-572-3501. All right. I think oh, I need to get some dates for the remainder of our veterans. Let's do it. I have the following, let me see how I have the following matters I'm on 1035 for William Aldridge, 210-448-6001.
Your Honor, that's
Mr.
my,
Aldridge,
Your Honor, that's my case. Mr. Aldridge, will be coming back for a Zoom hearing on September 27th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m.
all right, very good. Mr. Aldridge is doing well, Mr. Griffin?
Yep, he's doing well. No problems, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I have for Dennis, wait a minute. Yes, Dennis McKinley, 210-567-6801.
Your Honor, that's also my case. Mr. McKinley will also be coming back on September 27th at 8:35 a.m. for a Zoom hearing. And he's also doing well, no problems at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I have for Marcus O'Bree, case number 210-611-8501.
Yes, Your Honor, that's my case, Mr. O'Brien. We're gonna have him come back on September 27th for a Zoom hearing. I talked to him for about a half an hour this morning. It's probably good he wasn't on Zoom because he might have had everybody crying. There's some good things happening with him as far as he's been able to get some family help with some things, and he's probably a person that along with pride and different things, he wouldn't accept help, but he's gotten some help and it's kind of blown him away. And it's really great. So he's doing well, Your Honor, very much so.
That is wonderful, Mr. Yancey, because he had a hard time. Even his last hearing, he just had.
Yeah, I almost
a lot of things going on.
start crying talking to him. It was incredible. So he's still
So
having
things
some
are
health.
turning around.
They're turning around now. He still has issues with his back, and we're working on that. But as far as some financial things, he's gotten a little bit of help, and it's just been great, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you, Mr. Yancey.
Yes.
All right. I have for Andre Parker, Z808-2731, Z401-70489. For Mr. Parker?
Yes, Your Honor, that's my person. Mr. Parker, he's also doing well at this time. And we're gonna also have him come back on September 27th on Zoom, Your Honor.
At 8:35.
Yes.
Wonderful. All right, very good. I think that's everything for the veterans docket. Mr. Reed and Mr. Fikens. There's a review for Casey Huizinga. I think that's Jasmine Brimige's case, though, regular probation.
It is. Yeah.
It is. All right, very good. And then we have, wait. This is Brimage. And then we have a trial and formal hearing. I don't know if the individual had an attorney, or has an attorney, but that is scheduled for 10:30. So we are in great shape. We are in such great shape. I really wish that we could go on and staff for Thursday this morning, because this afternoon I have mental health court staff, and that's about 3 hours.
Yes, Judge.
I wonder if they could be, I don't know, because I don't know about providers. Can I get Thursday? Actually, I need Wednesday and Thursday's docket, and Friday. Might as well give me Friday too. All right, Mr. Parker, Mr. Kusheri, I don't know how we ended up with a light docket today. I think because we had that observation, we scheduled so many people, and so that took away from their normal court dates. And so we should be back on track next go round, okay?
That's
But
Judge.
thank you all for your service. I appreciate you, both of you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge. Really briefly, I wanted to ask you, are any veterans scheduled to appear next Tuesday? I know that you're doing the stand down court event and that's going to be on site. I just wanted to make sure
Is that next Tuesday?
that is next Tuesday.
Mr. Richardson, I believe Mr. Richardson.
He'll be in the courtroom, but he's just meeting Mr. Yancey face to face, I believe.
Yes.
Only, if I could, the only person that I
Yes.
know, the only person that I know of is Clarence Dillard. He usually comes in. Now, Mr. Dillard just had some eye surgery. So, you know, I'm sure that's going to go well. Right now, he can't see well, so he needs somebody to be right with him. So if you want to move, if we want to move Mr. Dillard to a different date, that's the only person that I have.
That I'll definitely do that because he's doing everything he's supposed to do, and I don't want him trying to press or be pressured to get here, and he's just had eye surgery.
Yeah,
Mr.
it's
Sherry,
Boomer
I'm
and
glad
Dillard.
you mentioned it.
Yeah, it's Boomer and Dillard.
Boomer.
Oh, Boomer.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned it because I didn't realize it. Yeah, it's next week. It's stand down. I've been saying it's 3 months away. It is next week. All right. And so what I will do is, Mr. Boomer, where is Mr. Boomer?
He's I think he just got out the hospital. He's at his brother's right now. And still trying to get through some treatments due to his clots, blood clots. He's still in compliance, but he's stationary right now.
Is he testing?
He's testing, yes.
Okay, very good. So this is what I'll do. I forgot that it's stand down. Totally forgot about stand down on next week. Just so much going on. All right. So what I will do is let's move Mr. Boomer. Can we move him to the 27th to September 27th, 2022?
Yes.
Again at 8:35 a.m. And we'll also move Mr. Dillard to that date as well.
Thank you, Mr. Yancey and Mr. Griffin. I'll call them both and let them know.
Okay.
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 All right. Very good. So we should be in good shape. Thank you, Mr. Kusheri.
All right, thank you, Your Honor, and I'll look forward to seeing you in person on Tuesday for the stand down. It's a small docket so far. Only I believe 3 or 4 people have been registered that are actually eligible for the event. So
Wow, what happened?
response has not been great, and there just hasn't been a whole lot of folks that have reached out and responded to the flyers or the applications. And we can talk all about that in person on Tuesday.
Okay.
Like,
All right, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I'll see you on Tuesday.
All right, thanks everyone.
All
Take
right.
care.
Mr.
All right.
Mr.
Thank you,
Kusheri,
Mr. Parker.
Yes,
Do-
sir.
Thank
am
you,
I
Your
Thank
Honor.
you, Mute officer.
am I calling those 2 defendants, or I know you said you were getting ready to call 2.
Yeah, sure. I can reach out to him, Mr. Yancey. I'll let
Okay.
them know about next week and moving it to the 27th.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care. Have a good day.
You too.
Have a great day, everyone.
You too.
Thank you.
Be safe.
Mr. Fikens? I see we have a 10 o'clock. Mr. Fikens, can you hear me?
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Brimage. Can you,
Everybody okay?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Mr.
Sorry.
Fikens?
I had my volume off. Sorry, Mr. Reed. Were you chatting at
Oh,
me and
okay.
I just was ignoring you? Was that it? You said all the important things you're going to say to me and now you had the volume off.
I couldn't hear you. That's what it was.
Well, I wasn't talking. You have Mr. Heisinger, Ms. Brimage?
Yes.
Mr. Fikens, did you get in touch with Mr. Rosenthal?
I did. He said he'd be down about 10:30. He acknowledged that he knew he had to be here. So
Okay.
we're good.
All right, we are back in session. I'm ready for the 10 o'clock matter. Ms. Brimage has joined us in the courtroom. I'm going to ask the defendant, please turn on your camera so that we can proceed with your case. All right, thank you. I have case number Z807, strike that, Z805-8331. Sir, please state your full name.
Is it me?
Yes, sir.
Casey Michael Heisinger. Good morning, Your Honor.
Thank you, and good morning to you. How are you doing today, Mr. Heisinger?
I'm actually doing wonderful, and you?
I'm doing very well. Does something else have your attention right now that I need to wait a few minutes?
No, not at all.
All right, let's turn the volume up so I can hear him. All right, wonderful. All right, I have Ms. Brimage. She's here physically in the courtroom. I'm going to have her report out at this time. Ms. Brimage?
Your Honor, Jasmine Brimage on behalf of the probation department. And I would just like to say, in the last 2 weeks, we haven't accomplished more than we have in almost 2 years.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's amazing. And that makes me very happy. I hope it makes you very happy too. Mr. Heisinger?
Yes, it does, for sure.
All right, tell me what's going on, Miss Brimage.
Your Honor, he was ordered to attend intensive outpatient treatment and mental health services at Detroit Recovery Project. They did accept him, and he's been working very close with Mr. Killing personally.
Okay.
Been working with him. He is on the scram through adapt. I spoke with them. They said no misses, no positives, no tampers. And he also screens once a week at the court, and those have been negative, with the exception of the marijuana. But he has the medical marijuana card for him.
Okay, very good. And did you reach out? You need to sign a release for the doctor. I want to know what he's taking medical marijuana for.
Okay.
Diagnosis, prognosis.
Okay.
How often does he see that doctor?
Okay.
Yes, I need that information. All right. And so, Ms. Brimage, did Mr. Killing indicate that Mr. Heisinger is active and engaged in treatment?
They just did the intake. They had to redo it because he was over by 2 days and had expired. So they had to redo the intake, and he goes this Thursday to actually start his treatment.
All right, very good.
I glad he showed up for the intake. That was that.
Absolutely. Do we know, Mr. Heisinger, do you know when your next date is at Detroit Recovery Project?
Actually, yeah, prior to court today, I spoke with Eddie Killing, and we rescheduled for tomorrow at, I'm actually doing a medical study there as well. So I'll be doing that at 10 and then meeting with him at 11 tomorrow, so.
All right, and how often are you going to see Mr. Killing?
I'm sure as it goes along, because the intake took so long, I'm sure as it goes along, it's usually like 2 or 3 times a week. You do like 2 groups and then see him once for an individual, but I'm not sure exactly what he has planned out. I'm sure I'll talk with him tomorrow regarding that.
All right, I'll need to get a treatment plan from Mr. Killing. I want to know exactly what his treatment is. And then also, Mr. Heisinger, I need you to sign a medical release with your doctor and request the information regarding your medical marijuana use.
Okay, I did send some documents to Ms. Brimage. I don't know if that is sufficient. I would have to contact the doctor further to get more documents if that isn't sufficient. So I guess she could just let me know.
So you sent the application and why you applied, correct?
Yeah, I think that it shows the diagnosis there. I'm not 100% sure. Just let me know.
Okay. Right. Well, I need records that show diagnosis, prognosis, how often is he supposed to utilize it, and how often does he see this doctor? Because when doctors prescribe you medication, you should have an ongoing relationship with them. They don't just prescribe you and then you just go into the world for 5 years with a prescription. You should be seeing the doctor on a regular basis. Okay. So I need that information. All right, Mr. Heisinger, do you have any questions for the court?
No, I don't.
All right, any issues, any concerns?
Not at all. Everything is going really well right now. So
I'm really glad to hear that, and I'm glad that you did the things that you were required to do. I'm
absolutely,
really glad.
it's about time, and I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right, Ms. Brimage, anything additional?
No, Your Honor, did you want to stick with a 2-week date just because we're within a month? I think this is only his first 2 weeks.
Yes, I'd like another 2-week date. What would be, let me find out, Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings, anything asked for Mr. Heisinger?
Yes, Judge, good report, sir. You're doing everything the court orders you to do. That's good. Keep up the good work. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And Judge, I would just like to add, it seems, Mr. Heisinger, like you're doing a good job. Keep up the good work, as Mr. Reed said, as the judge said. Keep focused, keep your attention to this, because that, first of all, you'll get through it. Secondly, you're just going to be a better person for it. I know you will.
Of course. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right, if nothing else,
We'll have him back on September 27th at 10 a.m. Is that everything?
yes, ma'am, September 27th, 2022, and that'll be at 10 o'clock a.m., okay?
27.
The 27th, yes.
Okay,
It's a
perfect.
Tuesday in 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you. Your
All
Honor.
right. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm really glad to hear that you're doing the things that you need to do, okay?
You as well. Thank you for the support. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Okay, bye-bye. All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, we have a 10:30 that we're waiting on. I have been informed by Mr. Rosenthal that the officer will not be present because he is at the shooting range, but they knew about this court date before the day of court. And so I am not going to excuse him. However, if the defendant does not show up, then a capias will issue. So I'd like to give the defendant a few minutes to show up for court.
Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you, Judge. We're
All right.
ready to make a
Thank
motion.
you.
Thank you.
All right, very good. All right,
Mr.
officer, you
Reed.
can mute me.
Yes, ma'am. You want the camera off as well?
Yeah, that's fine.
Mr. Fikens,
Yes, sir.
call your client up. Call your client up, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, could you, yes, I was hoping you'd run down to court and just do that in person, but
Not today.
okay. Okay.
Do we have the defendant here for the trial?
We do not yet.
Okay. Attorney Fikens or Attorney Reed, can you guys just text me when you need me to
Yes.
get on?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I just we haven't had a judge yet in 333, so I'm still waiting.
No problem. We'll text you.
Thank you. Yeah, let me know. Thank you guys.
Mr. Fikens,
Yes, sir.
do you know if Mr. Rosenthal is gonna be making offers on those stand down tickets, or is Attorney Walker?
I don't know. That's a good question to ask, though. Now I got some different information about stand down. I don't know if you got that email as well this morning.
I got an email from Mr. Griffin.
Yeah, I think that was it. It appears as though it's going to take place out there, wherever there is. I didn't look where the location was.
That's the way I read it.
So we'll see.
September 20th.
Yeah, that's a week from today.
At Judge Holmes's courtroom.
Yes, sir.
21st and 22nd, Macomb County. Is that what you read?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Interpreter?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Are you here for Mr. Hamid?
Yes.
Okay.
He's your client?
Yes, he's our
Oh.
client,
Oh, okay.
both of us.
Do you know where he is?
I have no idea. That's a good
I was
question.
going to ask you to give him a call if you have his phone number. Maybe you call him up, tell him to zoom in.
I mean, if you have his number, I'm willing to give him a call if you would like me to.
No, we
No,
don't have.
unfortunately, we don't. Sorry about that.
So this case is scheduled for a trial today, or?
Yes, and it won't be a trial one way or another.
Okay.
It will just be procedural, but
Okay.
Mr. Reed?
I'm about to see if they.
Yeah, Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings?
Yes, officer.
Okay.
Yeah, Mr. Ahmed is physically in the courtroom.
Okay, very
Oh,
good.
okay. Thank you, Officer Lot. Thank you.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be using the podium, so I'm gonna swing the camera over towards the podium. Do you need to have him in a breakout room? No.
No.
Okay.
Mr. Fikens, what do you think? I'm sorry.
No, we'll just do
Make the
this.
motion?
Just one moment.
Sometimes I speak out of turn, Mr. Fikens. I apologize for that.
No, you don't. Well, whenever if you do speak out of turn, it's always the right thing to say. So I won't worry about that.
We know that word.
All right, I am ready to call our 1030 case. Let's have the defendant come to the podium. While we're doing that, I'm going to have the interpreter, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will interpret the words as spoken by the parties in today's proceedings, that you will do so completely and accurately without any additions or deletions, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
You're welcome. For the record, Your Honor, good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. Yasser Al-Sabai, the Arabic language interpreter for Mr. Ahmed in this case.
Thank you. And you are, tell us your qualification.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm qualified by Michigan Supreme Court since 2013.
All right, wonderful, thank you. If we could adjust the camera just for a minute, Ms. Mack, please read the case numbers into the record for me.
Yes, Judge. Case number SP 131-92091, 92, and 93 for Mohammed Ahmed.
Thank you, sir. Please state your name for the record.
سيد محمد قول اسمك للقاضي لو سمحت.
My name is Ahmed, AHMED.
اسمك بالكامل.
My name is Ahmed Muhammad Saeed Ahmed.
Ahmed Muhammad Saeed Ahmed. Your Honor, can I instruct the witness to come closer to the microphone? I'm having difficulties hearing him.
Yes, please do.
Thank you, Your Honor. سيد محمد أو سيد أحمد ممكن حضرتك بس تقرب من الميكروفون عشان أنا المترجم بتاع المحكمة لازم أترجم كل اللي حضرتك بتقوله المحكمة.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Rosenthal, please place your appearance on the record.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P84807.
Thank you.
المحامي السيد روزنتال ده المحامي بتاع مكتب المدعي العام. Go ahead.
All right. Today is the date and time scheduled for trial and formal hearing. Are the people ready to proceed?
At this time, Your Honor, the people are not ready to proceed. We called the precinct where the officer is located at, and today he has training at the range, and so he will not be able to make it to trial today.
القاضي كانت بتسأل النهارده كان يوم محدد للمحاكمة وجلسة استماع رسمية وبتسأل إذا كان مكتب المدعي العام جاهز للمحاكمة. السيد روزنتال قال إن هو للأسف إن هم مش هيقدروا يبتدوا المحاكمة النهارده لأن اتصلوا باسم الشرطة اللي بيشتغل فيه الشرطي وقالوا إن هو النهارده عنده تدريب ومش هيقدر يحضر المحاكمة. Go ahead, يعني.
All right. This trial date was scheduled weeks in advance, at least 2 weeks in advance. And so, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I'll entertain a motion at this time.
Mr. Fikens, make the motion, please.
Thank you.
القاضي كانت بتقول إن ميعاد الجلسة دي كان متحدد من أسبوعين تقريبا وبتطلب من محامين الدفاع إذا كان عندهم طلبات من المحكمة النهارده. Go ahead.
Your Honor, we would move to dismiss at this time without prejudice, given the officer's non-attendance today.
المحامي السيد فايكنز بيطلب من المحكمة إلغاء الاتهام تماما وإسقاط التهمة لأن الشرطي الشاهد في القضية مش موجود. Go ahead.
Any response? Oh, go ahead.
We realize, Judge, that the city of Detroit could reissue these tickets, and we understand that.
وكمان بيقول ان احنا متفاهمين ان ممكن مدينة ديترويت او الشرطة المسؤولة عن مدينة ديترويت ممكن تعيد اصدار هذه المخلفات مرة تانية. Go ahead.
All right. Mr. Rosenthal, anything in response to the motion?
Just only response I have, Your Honor, is that if there is a dismissal, it'd be without prejudice. So the
Uh-oh, we lost you. You said without prejudice, so the,
without prejudice, Your Honor, so the officer has the capability to reissue the ticket.
اوكي المحامي كان طلب من المحكمة اسقاط التهمة او الغاء المخلفات لان الشرطي مش موجود، والقاضي بتسأل السيد رودنتال محامي المدعي العام قال انه ما عندوش مانع بالغاء الاتهام النهارده، ولكن باحتفاظ المدينة ديترويت او المحكمة او الشرطة ان هي ترجع تعيد اصدار هذه المخالفات مرة تانية لحد ما يدي فرصة للشرطي انه يحضر. Go ahead.
all right, I am granting the motion. I'm dismissing the matters, but I am dismissing without prejudice. Anything else for my consideration?
القاضي بتقول ان هي قبلت الطلب بتاع المحاميين وهتسقط الاتهامات النهارده، ولكن اسقاطها باحتفاظ بحق المدينه ان هي ممكن ترجع تعيد اصدار المخلفات مره ثانيه. Go ahead.
No, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Thank you, sir. You'll get your dismissal paperwork without prejudice. And thank you to the parties for getting on. Everybody have a wonderful morning. We do have one 1:30 case on today. And when it's ready, I'll be sure to put it on the record.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
انتهت الجلسه.
Attorney Rosenthal. Okay.
Go.
Thank you.